Unique, pretty, quick, easy, and fun to make. Do you like to make those kind of cards? Well, that's what we're going to do tonight. So stick around and let's get started.
Hi, I'm Nancy Novak from Stamp and Shout, and in today's video I'm showing you how to create an elegant, quick, and easy card using the Bloomin Phrases stamp set and some pretty paper you probably already have. And make sure to stick around because at the end I'll show you 2 bonus ways to use this stamp set, and I think you're going to be amazed at how versatile it is. Look at all the different sentiments, and of course, Stampin' Up! Stamps have the best font. They're just so pretty. Once you stamp them, you just always go, wow, that's so pretty. Then it has all these great little flower images and leaf images. So I'm going to show you a card tonight, and then at the end I have 2 more samples to share with you. So let's get started. Okay, the supplies I'm using, we're using the brand new Timid Tiger for our card base. Then I have a couple of white layers, one for the inside and one for the front. And then I have a couple of squares that I cut out, one again in the Timid Tiger, and then I combined it with the Pretty in Pink. And then I have a very pretty piece of Designer Series paper. And this is from the new set that's called Celebratory Sips. So it's double-sided, of course, and it's going to look really pretty with all these colors that we have here. Then I have another strip of that Designer Series paper. Wanted to mention that this is a brand new set. But don't worry about all the supplies because I have them linked down below this video and also over on my blog. So let's get started. Like I said, this is going to be quick and easy. I'm also using a little bit of white ribbon. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue these 3 pieces together. So I was running short on time and I wasn't sure what kind of video I was going to do. And I was looking through my stamps, and when I saw this one, I remembered, oh yeah, I love that set. And I thought it'd be really, really easy to make a really pretty card. And like you said, it's going to be fast and it's going to be beautiful. I'm also using brand new color called Secret Sea, and it's not like navy and it's not like black, but it is beautiful. It's very sharp, very dynamic. I don't know what the word is, but you're going to really see the difference when you stamp with it. And we are going to stamp the word celebrate. So this is my white layer, and I just laid this down just to get an idea of where I want to stamp my sentiment. So I'm going to ink it up in the Secret Sea. I stamped it a little bit over to the left because we're going to do a little bit more stamping over here on the right. So I'm going to bring in one of the flowers that's in the set, and look at all the different flowers. You get this cute little one, and this little setting, and then of course you get this little sprig, and again you get all the different leaves. So we're going to use this one right here, and we're going to stamp it in Pretty in Pink. We're going to stamp it right at the end there. Just like that. Then we're going to bring in this teeny tiny little leaf stamp, and I'm going to stamp that in Old Olive. Very pretty. Okay, before we put this together, I'm going to bring in my other layer of white. That's for the inside, and we're going to stamp Happy Birthday. So let me just take off the let's celebrate, and let's add the birthday stamp. This is a nice little block to stamp with. And then I have the happy on this block. And again, I'm going to stamp that in that Secret Sea color. Very pretty. I'm going to do the birthday first because that's the larger of the 2. And I'm going to center it. And then I'll stamp the happy above it. And again, we're going to bring in some of those little flowers, and we're going to stamp on both of these and then add some leaves. Oh, got to turn that over. I smushed it. Okay, let's do that one more time. We'll add our green leaves, our olive green leaves. Very pretty. Okay, we have the stamping done. We're going to finish the front, and then we'll come back to the inside. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and lay our white piece down. Okay, this is going to be popped up on dimensionals, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and add a ribbon. So I'm just going to go ahead and tape that on there. So I'm just going to put a piece of white ribbon. And I'm just going to tape it down. And then I have my bow, which I'm going to put right there when I'm done. But I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. Our bow's going to go there on a glue dot. Okay, so there's the front. Very elegant and pretty. Then we're going to glue this to the inside. And then we're going to add our designer series paper. And then we're going to do an envelope. Okay, so this is the other side of the designer series paper. You could use whichever one you want. I am going to use the pretty orange striped piece. So I like the orange stripes. I think it looks really pretty on the inside. And then we have all the flowers on the front. And then I want to do one more thing. I want to do an envelope. So I had this scrap left over. And all I'm going to do is put some glue on the flap of my envelope. And I'm going to lay this down, laying it right up to the fold there. And then I'm just going to trim it. Okay, so there's our card for tonight. Isn't that envelope just gorgeous? What a difference that makes when you just put some designer series paper on there, right? Okay, hang on. I got two more ideas to share with you. First one's a real simple gift tag. And I just think it turned out so pretty. I like that it's long and narrow with the pretty hello there. This could also be a bookmark, right? But anyway, I thought that was so simple, so cute. And of course, you could use any of the sentiments. I like that it has the thanks in here because we always need thank you cards, right? And then here's the other one. So this one I did a lot of stamping on because this set is so easy to stamp with. And you can combine your favorite colors and use all of the different elements. And it just looks really pretty when it's all stamped together. And I used one other new product on here. And this is the Pressed Flowers embossing folder. And then again, that is that new color called Secret Sea. So there you have it. We made one classy, quick card together. And then I shared two more ways to use the Bloomin Phrases stamp set. But this stamp set is so versatile. You can do so much with it, and it's just so easy to stamp with. And remember, if you're a newsletter subscriber, tonight's project sheet is already on its way to your inbox, just one of the perks of being on my list. And if you loved all three cards, you can get the full set of project sheets when you place a $35 at my online store. Check my blog out for more details, and you'll see great big pictures of tonight's projects. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun and easy card making ideas. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Don't be shy. Stamp and shout.